REIA. In today's property walkthrough tip, we're going to go over a quick tip on kitchen cabinets. Kitchen cabinets is one of those items when walking through a property that you may consider keeping instead of gutting and throwing away. Well, Mike has a rule that goes over this, so let's hand it over to him and see what he has to say.
That's what typically happens.
We're going to keep the kitchen cabinets until we empty the kitchen cabinets. Yeah, they weren't salvageable.
What do you guys recall what my rule is with kitchen cabinets? Too bad we don't have the cabinets there right now, because it'd be a great experience. But when you're going through the property, and if you walk into a kitchen, you should already know before you even step foot into it whether you should gut the kitchen or not, which is going to be
gut the kitchen most of the time.
75% of the time or more.
I agree.
You should be gutting the kitchen, especially on a flip. Maybe not as a rental property. You can a lot of times get by them as a rental property, but as a flip. So remember, we're trying to do our numbers based on us flipping the property, not as a rental buy and hold. All right. So whenever I'm going through the property, I always want to do my numbers based on a flip. Even if I end up holding the property, or I end up doing the work myself, I still want to do the repair budget as a flip, as if I was going to hire a contractor. All right. So when I walk into a kitchen or a bathroom, before I even step foot into it, I already know whether I should be replacing it or not. In fact, when you walk into the kitchen, if you haven't made up your mind by then, you're screwed.
Just do it.
Because then what you say is, oh, I don't need to replace it, until you start gutting it. And that happens all the time. Because when you first look at it, you know, even though you may not think about it, you just know. You get that gut feeling. You just go with that initial gut feeling, because that's the gut feeling that your buyers are going to have when they look at the property too. All right, so go with whatever your gut is at that point. And if you start thinking about it, maybe I can salvage it, clean it up, that's an indication that you need to just gut the kitchen. And they're not that expensive in the grand scheme of things. And it's one of the best selling points. The bathrooms and kitchens are the two main things to focus on a rehab. Everything else is almost irrelevant. Those are the two main things to keep an eye on.
What's your rule on the kitchen cabinets, did you say?
If I have the feeling that when I look at the kitchen, not even go into it, but my gut feeling is that if I get like ew feeling or then it's just gut them. Yeah. Basically, if they're anything less than a brand spanking new kitchen cabinets right now, factor in gutting them. So you build that into your budget. Because if you don't, you end up having to redo them.
As you can see, Mike's rule says always plan on gutting it. Later on in that property walkthrough, he also talks about how he may consider keeping it if he decides to keep and hold the property as a rental and they are salvageable. But most of the time, he's going to go ahead and gut the cabinets. They're not that expensive to replace, and replacing them will drastically increase the buyer appeal on a property. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button and share with someone who might also find this information helpful. We'll see you guys in the next property walkthrough tip.